Welcome to TNT2 Options Explosion Strategy by OnlineTradingAuthority.com. This is a review, an overview of this product. So you can go inquire more information if needed and go buy it if you want to. Why would you want to buy this? Because this system and strategy, well, it's a strategy. You can run this systematically. That's why I mentioned systems. And what's the difference? A system means that you just simply do that strategy over and over, where it has shown to work out by doing the strategy over and over without having to think about it, without having to sit there and try to find other factors and anticipate and get involved. Okay, so system is that you just do the deals, and then a good system can allow you to just do the deals and then have all the deals smashed together and then net out a profit at the end of the whatever cycle of time. So this is a companion system to TNT3, or I should say TNT3 is a companion to TNT2 since it's, numerically before 3. But so this strategy allows you to trade monthly bars. Let's go get some. Okay, here's some monthly bars. You can get NinjaTrader for free. There are other charts out there, of course, but you can put it on monthly here. And notice that there are opportunities on the monthly bars that if you, well, I don't know if you can see it, but you have certain types of setups, scenarios where you can simply enter and just let the markets do its thing over a bigger picture time frame. And the bigger picture time frame also correlates with a bigger picture profit scenario. So for example, if you were to ride this here from 70 up to 110, that's 40 points. Now on Caterpillar options, and this is the stock Caterpillar, CAT, well, that could bring enormous returns. Okay, this depends on what you pay for, how far out in time you're buying, and why. I mean, Caterpillar's options, well, at least historically, are able to produce a very good percent return in coordination to a half decent move on the price chart. Now you have, for example, Russell 2000 cash index. And you could play this, and just in a month, you can see this has the capacity to move 100 to 200 points. 100 points, 200 points. With options, if you move that number of points, you're going to make a ton of cash. Right now, if you have very expensive options, your percent return won't be as glamorous as on Caterpillar, but the cash, the quantity of cash that comes from riding a position 100 to 200 points is vast. For those of you in the markets in 1998, 1999, 2000, and 2001, really, you remember the glory days of the internet stocks, right? So, or almost any tech stocks. So these stocks would just take off, and they would move at these huge clips, 50, 70 point swings, 100, 200 point swings. And, at first it seemed a little shocking, but eventually everyone started thinking a little more and with their options positions, and just says, hey, you know what? This is moving so far, so fast that it's extremely profitable to pay up for these options and just use them. Okay, and of course it was. Plus, when you have a very excited stock, the stock tends to move very nicely and behave very well price-wise with some extra drama, and that extra drama can bring a lot of profits. All right, so there's another picture. You can play stocks with that have become more hot, right? And now you have a way of taking advantage. The thing about trading these monthly bars is that you don't have to work very hard, and this is a great approach to add to your arsenal while you are trading other methods, whether it's swing trading, micro swing, or day trading. And so, hey, why not take advantage of these ripe, juicy setups so we can just put on a position and let the move happen and just make an enormous, huge move. And when it does, we can just collect the money. All right. Now, the way to make money in the markets is to position yourself before a big move and do so on a frequent basis. So your your revenues are greater than your costs. Your costs are your losses. Your revenues are your wins. So if your wins can be greater, or if your revenues can be greater than your costs, well, then you can make money. Now, if every trade you trade has a very large profit point, a quantity of profit points per stock versus your risk you put in. And now if you're using options, your risk is limited to the amount you put in if you're buying options, right? So this is a strategy for buying calls and puts, right? You can do spreads if you want, but really, why? I mean, we're looking to ride a big move. So if we can ride these big moves, put on a, it doesn't even have to be a big options position. It should be something that is maybe even tiny, just so you can take advantage of the move. Let's say your money is mostly occupied with other things. Then, well, hey, if you can buy even a few contracts and let the thing go, well, hey, that's something significant. And then you can build that up over time as well. Another thought, when you get used to looking at these monthly bar charts, well, now you have a way of determining a bigger picture trend. So as you do so, for example, oh wow, look at that big trend break. Well, out of a big trend break sometimes can have big drama opportunities. For example, you can do a lot of factors to help optimize a big giant home run. All right, but you have this extra perspective here. You're going to be able to pick up from the monthly bars, and it's very good to have a bigger picture perspective, because these days the tendency is for everyone to want the now immediate thing, and the immediate thing isn't always the wise choice, right? Because there can be a lot more money by just pacing yourself with the market. Okay, so in summary, we have this strategy called TNT 2, and it gives you a particular type of setup. You can use this in combination with TNT 3 as well, and you can trade this setup, and you can put yourself in a great position to make a lot of money when the move starts to mature and blossom out. Now, you can of course use this as a strategy, and you can look to combine this with other factors. Let's say you have other factors that allow you to see a potential big break or an excited, an extra excited setup for a pop. So you can combine this strategy with some other concepts too. But really, this is a great way to start getting started. It's something that you can do on the side. It requires very little time involvement, and so therefore this could be something that could assist your overall trading portfolio approach, right? And so this, hey, if you have now a way of identifying these big giant home run moves, let's get back to these price charts. And so, I mean, you can pick whatever stock you want. I mean, it doesn't have to be a high flyer, it can be a boring one. And you're able to find certain stocks that tend to be able to pop through with more drama. For example, I mean, okay, relative to their bar size, let me put it that way. I mean, because I just mentioned you can play boring ones, but if the boring stock can still swing well and put in good size bars relative to your entry bars, whereas there's a variation of size of bars. Some stocks just have these big bars all the time. Well, I mean, now the risk to reward ratio is getting a little bit tough, but you can find your best stocks. Now you can have a whole portfolio or a whole list of stocks where you are you know that these stocks usually can perform, and so to the upside or to the downside. So then you can have these stocks ready to go, And when you spot your opportunity, then you simply position, and you just collect your profits as the move matures, right? I'm not saying every trade is going to win, but I'm saying when it does, and it does big, it's a beautiful thing, and it's fun because you only spent a few minutes, 10 minutes a month maybe, looking to identify the trade, putting on the order, and then you have to wait for the next month unless you have a hyper accelerated bar. You have to just wait till the next month before you can do any sort of trail stop. Okay. Again, we'll talk about other concepts such as any sort of drama move when you're deep in the money. Of course, you want to lock that in. But that's about it. If you want more information on this, just go scroll below, click the link below. And if you're on the site, just go down and click the Add to Cart button if you want to get the system, the strategy rather. And so, therefore, I think it's a very good one, particularly paired with TNT 3, and it's very good to get in this monthly bar trading mindset, and just it takes so little time and to potentially hit a really giant move with options. So therefore, if you're interested, go check it out, and you can purchase from the link below. Thanks.